Travis Kelce was seen stepping out alone in Kansas City, Missouri after girlfriend Taylor Swift left Missouri to prepare for the Golden Globes in Los Angeles this Sunday. Taylor Swift left Kansas City on Tuesday after saying goodbye to boyfriend Travis Kelce following their beloved festival. The pop star, 34, celebrated the holidays and brought in the new year with her NFL boyfriend Kelce after cheering him on at 2 Kansas City Chiefs games. The loving couple is said to have spent quality time with each other and their families during Christmas at their new $6 million mansion. With the festival period coming to a close, the superstar headed out to Kansas City on Tuesday as she continues to enjoy some time off before the Eras tour kicks off again. Travis Kelce was spotted traveling alone in Kansas City. The singer was seen riding alone in his black Cadillac Escalade in the fifth hour after the singer flew out of Missouri, wearing a black puffer jacket, black pants and sneakers. Kelce, 34, struck a casual yet lonely pose as he pulled into a local gas station to fill up. The NFL star and his pop superstar girlfriend have had happy times together over the past holidays, the most famous being the moment the couple celebrated New Year's Eve together and they gave each other a sweet kiss. Sweet makes the internet explode. The next morning the couple had their first outing of 2024 and they visited the NFL star's mother Donna Kelce. Taylor Swift is expected to attend the Golden Globes on Sunday, but boyfriend Travis Kelce won't be going with her despite being in Los Angeles at the same time. Kelce's team, the Kansas City Chiefs, will actually play the LA Chargers on Sunday at SoFi Stadium, with the game airing on CBS before the Globes, but sources say he will be busy preparing for the NFL playoff season and not on the red carpet. We're told there will be no flashy party for Kelce as he will fly back to Kansas City with his team immediately after the game, so it must have been frustrating when they were both in Los Angeles on Sunday, but the chances of meeting each other were slim. Head coach Andy Reid has not yet confirmed that Kelce will play in Sunday's game, after saying several starters, including quarterback Patrick Mahomes, would sit out. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting stories of the couple Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you again. It seems a little like Taylor Swift is everywhere. For the past year, her Eras concert tour has made headlines for everything from breaking Ticketmaster, to causing an earthquake in Seattle, to the exorbitant prices people have paid for tickets on the second-hand market. Oh, and for handing out $55 million in bonuses to her touring crew. On Thursday, she made news again, this time for delighting her fans with the thing they've been waiting for the most. You see, over the past few years, Swift has been in the process of re-recording all of her earlier albums in an effort to reclaim ownership of her work. She has released 3 albums so far, each of which includes Taylor's version in the title, and each with additional tracks that didn't make the original. In a very Taylor Swift move, the singer-songwriter just surprised her fans by announcing that the re-release of her 1989 album is coming this fall. October 27th, to be exact. That comes after Speak Now, Taylor's version, was released just last month. I have no idea how Swift has the time to re-record albums while embarking on what is certainly going to be the biggest and most profitable concert tour of all time, but there she is. There's a reason this is a big deal. For Swift, 1989 marked a shift from her earlier country music to the pop she's now known for. It also happens to be her best-selling album ever, and not by a little. Swift signed her first recording contract when she was just 14. Like most artists, the master recordings of her songs belonged to her label at the time, Big Machine Records. As the songwriter, however, Swift owns the publishing rights or the rights to the songs themselves. In 2019, Big Machine Records was purchased, along with the rights to Swift's catalog, by Scooter Braun. Without getting into it, let's just say Braun isn't high on Swift's friend list. She considered it a betrayal that instead of having a chance to buy her masters herself, it was sold to someone she has publicly called a bully. And so Swift did what few artists could. She just went back to the studio and started re-recording those early albums. Her fans, millions of whom presumably have already bought CDs of the originals, have made every single Taylor's version a bigger success than the original. On the one hand, it's amazing that Swift has had no problem convincing her fans to re-buy the music they've already paid money for. It's not that the songs are different. Swift has gone to great lengths to re-record her old songs with the same arrangements. The purpose of re-recording them isn't to give them a new take. It's to make them her own. And her fans are all for it. They are all in on supporting Swift's effort to own her music. They are fiercely loyal not to the record label or to the albums, but to Swift. There's a lesson there for every brand: affection is worth far more than attention. No amount of marketing dollars can buy you what Swift's relationship with her fans earns her in loyalty and devotion. Part of the reason is that Swift is all in on cultivating that relationship. Swift is extraordinarily protective of her fans, and you get the sense that her motivation for re-recording her albums is as much a gesture of her affection for them as it is about owning the recordings themselves. She is, after all, on a ridiculous touring schedule, playing 3-hour-long sold-out concerts that include songs from all of her albums. And she'll be on tour for another year as she embarks on her international leg. As she does, she's giving her fans something they've been waiting for: Taylor's version of her most popular album ever. Remastering music offers the opportunity to release an album after it has been filtered through updated technology. Often this means being able to eliminate artifacts in the sound, or fix frequency or balancing issues. In Speak Now, Taylor's version, and many other remastered albums, the changes in sound and quality are subtle, but they are there. For example, the specific tone of the intro slide guitar in Dear John, Taylor's version, has a deeper and fuller body to it than the original. The mix itself sounds fuller, still dreamy, but the mix is also slightly louder and clearer. Swift's vocals also have an extra layer and body to their sound in the newer version as well. This makes her voice sound fuller, but also highlights how her voice is more mature now. In addition to these new orchestrations and mixing of instruments, Swift has taken the opportunity with her Taylor's version recordings to update the lyrics in Better Than Revenge, Taylor's version. Swift alters the original, controversial lyric, but she's better known for the things that she does on the mattress to He was a moth to the flame, she was holding the matches. The original lyric was criticized for the seemingly anti-feminist vibe that underpins it. This time around, Swift has taken the opportunity to rewrite the narrative and shift away from a more obvious criticism of this character's sexual activity and instead focus on how she was alluring to the male character. While Swift did not publicly announce this lyric change, it became a topic of conversation surrounding the re-release. The lengthy prologue Swift includes on the album does not even explicitly address the change, but alludes to the change. The lyric change was confirmed by fans who examined the included lyrics when they received their physical copies of the new album. Swift's lyrical change has been mostly well received. However, Rolling Stone essayist Larisha Paul argued for the original lyric to be left unchanged as a demonstration of Swift's complicated journey through coming to an understanding of intersectional feminism. For some fans, this change is welcome because it is a direct recognition of that shifting attitude and, by extension, the greater paradigm shift we're experiencing as a society that is actively trying to move away from sexual bullying and the way it perpetrates misogyny. Even something as simple as changing the guitar tone in a track or the way it is mixed can greatly change the narrative put forward or interpreted by the listener. Remastered albums are almost always a point of contention because the success of a remaster is heavily dependent on how well the artist pulls it off. Swift has been using these re-recordings as an opportunity to update the narrative for herself. The first controversial shift of narrative fans really latched onto was the All Too Well, 10-minute version, Taylor's version, which provided a new perspective on one of Swift's relationships. It was accompanied by a 14-minute short film/music video to further tell this new narrative.